Hey beautiful people of the internet, my name is Ryan, and the thing about being young is that usually it's awesome. You're in the prime of your life, you're the envy of everyone, or at least you think you are. But being young and also a writer is maybe not the most fun thing. This is when the music starts. And then here goes the title. Yeah. Disclaimer, I am both 22 years old and writing better, I think, than I ever have before. That's not saying much, to be clear. That's like standing at the bottom of a really long staircase, looking all the way up to the top, and then taking one step. Okay, see that thing that I just did right there? That's what I want to talk about. So I've been bothered recently, really bothered by two simple ideas. First, looking back to the things that I was writing about a year ago, I feel a lot of embarrassment about those stories. And second, a large part of my life right now means sitting down in the morning and writing a story and believing that I'm doing things right, that I'm finding a new and unique way to tell the story, the right way to tell the story. Anybody else see the paradoxical kind of problem with those two statements? So about a week ago, the author Zadie Smith came to campus, and I, along with a few other students, had an opportunity to sit in on a conversation with her. One of the things she spoke about is her novel White Teeth, which she wrote when she was about 22-ish, and was a national bestseller by the time she was 24. This book made her career. And I'm actually going to review it in my next video on the channel, but the point here is this. Zadie Smith is now embarrassed by this book. She understands that readers feel connected to it and feel that it's important, but she's embarrassed by it. And the real kicker is that in this book, Zadie Smith is aware of her youth. Here's the passage from the book that smacked me upside the head. Irie, that's the name of the character, was that age. Whatever she said burst like genius into centuries of silence. Whatever she touched was the first stroke of its kind. Whatever she believed was not formed by faith, but carved from certainty. Whatever she thought was the first time such a thought had ever been thunk. That is Zadie Smith being hyper-aware of her youth. In other words, even being a young writer who was aware of her youngness couldn't stop the embarrassment from happening. Lately, I have heard so many writers that I admire talk about how bad they were in their 20s. I'm over here like... Apparently there are like a million things right now in my writing that I'm not even aware enough to notice. Things that I will eventually regret or at least feel embarrassed about. And yet still, every new story that I work on, I convince myself on some level that I'm saying things in new and important and right ways. First world problem of privilege, trust me, I know, but still, I'm pretty dang interested in it because it's a question that I deal with every day. Like, how do you reconcile these two things? Because you're gonna have to reconcile them if you want to stay happy and also be excited to work every day. Like what do you do? Y'all better not be looking at me for an answer because that's the reason I'm asking this question. A friend of mine here, I think, said it pretty well. She said, there's a bit of megalomania that goes along with writing. Also self-loathing. It's a nasty pendulum swing. I think that swinging is key, maybe. You believe in your story or your essay or your piece or whatever until the moment that it's done, and then you try and learn from where it faltered. Until I am an older and wiser writer, at least that's how I'm going to be moving forward, by committing the sin of youth and then trying to see my stuff objectively and learning from it. That said, if any of you guys have better solutions, alrighty, I will see you guys next week with a review of White Teeth. Best wishes. Hey beautiful people of the internet, my name is Ryan, and book review. I was gonna be as loud as possible, but then, yep, I can actually hear the sound of my neighbors and roommates hating me. I'm literally sitting on top of a tree.